I'm Galbraith, and when I was 16, I signed for Manchester United. My first memory of playing football was probably a 3-4-year-old just kicking the ball around with my dad. When you're young, you just play because you love it.
The Manchester United scout came over after one of the games he played for Hutchinson Vale, and then I got a phone call from Sir Alex later on to say that they wanted to have him down and that they would look after him. And that's when I realised then, that they really were interested.
My mum and dad pulling me to one side and saying, "Listen, Man United want to sign you. What do you think?" And obviously my answer was pretty clear. It's a dream come true. I was lucky to be playing beside some of the best players in the country. The majority of them in my squad actually went on to play in the Premier League. For 3 years, I used to walk past Cristiano Ronaldo and Wayne Rooney and Ryan Giggs and all these players every day. When you sign for whoever it is, your aim is to try and get into the first team. That was certainly my aim. If you're not going to aim for the top, then why are you doing it? The chances were probably slim, but there was a chance. It was an unfortunate tackle in a game that hurt my ankle initially. Before I knew it, 2 years had passed, 3 operations, and your career there is effectively over. All the players kind of gather, and then, one by one, you go into Sir Alex Ferguson's office. He felt the best thing for me was to go and try and forge a career elsewhere. Everything comes crumbling down, and you think, well, where do I go from here?
To be honest, I think it was a bit of a relief because I really wanted him to come back up to Scotland because his injuries had been so horrendous that I did think at that time he was feeling a bit homesick.
All I felt was probably guilt that I'd let people down, I'd let my family down, I'd probably let myself down. And that's probably the hardest thing even now to deal with because my career never panned out the way that I wanted to. When I left Manchester United, I was nearly 19. Moved up to Hibs, spent 3.5 years there. Playing for Hibs was a great achievement because Hibs are a massive club, and I have friends who have played for Hibs, and that was their dream. The difference for me was that playing for Hibs was never my dream. So, playing for Man United was my dream.
His relationship with football definitely changed. He fell out of love with it for a bit, And I think he was always trying to reach the top of this mountain all the time, and it was getting further and further away every time he got injured.
Going to Man United definitely blurred my expectations because there is only one way from there, and that's down. I spent every day trying to get back to where I was as opposed to just enjoying where I'd ended up and maybe living in the moment as opposed to trying to make up for lost time, which in football is not always possible. I started playing part-time for Edinburgh City, and what I see as kind of the new chapter in my career, and hopefully I can get back enjoying it. Playing football for the reasons why you play football in the first place. If I was to kind of give my younger self advice, it would be just that, enjoy it.
Oh, I'm certainly proud of him. He wouldn't agree with me with that, but I'm certainly proud.
I've probably spent the latter years of my career trying to chase a dream that was never there anymore.